Three, two, one, Tetris. Both players at one game apiece. Is going to be interesting to see if Tristop is going to get droughted like he did the past few games. These droughts for Tristop has been very heavily. Looks like Hydrant Dude has built up a little bit of a line dependency, opting to burn down a little bit more here in the beginning, and is not getting very ideal pieces right now. Meanwhile, Tristop scores the first Tetris of the game, putting him in the lead at 22,000 points. Hydrant Dude still having to do a little bit of managing with his build left. Is going to look to try and get out of this dig. And it looks like they might be building up for a left well. No, they opt to burn down. And it would appear that they're building up for a left well. Tetris do get it. And now they're set up to start building for a center well. If they can get a J piece. Ooh, they used the square piece to cover up the area where the J piece could have gone. And that's going to cause them to burn a little bit more. However, Tristop over here has just scored another Tetris also on the left well, putting him in the lead at 117,000. And over here on Hydrant Dude's side, he has opened up a column 6 Tetris and has transferred his well back over to the right side and is now ready to start building up for right well Tetrises once again. And is in fact Tetris ready, scores a Tetris and puts him at 86,000 points. Tristop has a little bit of a situation here on his board. Nothing he shouldn't be able to handle though. It looks like he's actually going for a column 9 Tetris, gets the long bar, and is able to transfer his will all the way to the right side. Getting a little bit of buffering over here from Tristop's side, unfortunately. So please bear with us. However, it does look like Hydrant Dude is able to come back just a little bit. Looks like they're going to go for a tuck or a spin. They get this piece for a tuck and score another Tetris, putting them at 171,000. Meanwhile, Hydrant Dude is at 132,000. They are, in fact, Tetris ready. Built up a J dependency, get the J, and they also get the L that they need to flatten out their build. Get another J, which they also need, and continue to burn down, just waiting on that long bar. Get the long bar, unable to use it. And now they finally get a long bar and score a Tetris, putting them at 159,000. Tristop over here does have a little bit of a complicated board. Looks like they're going to go for a dirty column 5 Tetris if they can get the long bar. Opt to burn down. And they're going to continue to burn down. And now they're just waiting on that long bar. So, they're going to take the triple instead. They decided that waiting was too risky. And now they're going to try and burn all the way down. However, because of all that burning, Hydrant Dude is able to catch back up. And it is now a neck and neck game with Hydrant Dude Tetris ready. Just waiting on that long bar. And Hydrant Dude looks like he seems to be running into a little bit of drought. Opts to take a triple with that L piece right there. And it's still Tetris ready, just waiting on that long bar. Tristop in a little bit of an unfortunate situation. Looks like he's going to be building up for a dirty right well Tetris. Gets the long bar and is able to score a Tetris, putting him at 240,000, putting the situation back at neck and neck. Both players around 240,000 each. However, Hydrant Dude is Tetris ready, so it's a little bit more than that. And it looks like Hydrant Dude is running into another drought, looking for the line piece. And gets the line piece, scoring a Tetris, putting him at 274,000 with a half Tetris lead. However, Tristop looks like they are running into a little bit of a drought. Had to cover up their well. Nice S-spin right there. Nice S-spin right there, putting them into a better situation. Very, very smart move right there. And now they have, oh no, they're actually not going to go for the column 3 Tetris. And now it looks like they're free to start building up for Tetrises in the right well at row 0. And now the game is once again neck and neck. However, Hydrant Dude has a little bit of a dig situation he has to get out of. Looks like he's going to be able to get the pieces that he needs. And he gets an unfavorable square piece just at the wrong time. And looks like he's not going to try and build up for a center well. However, Tristop does score Tetris, takes the lead, and scores another Tetris, putting him at a roughly 2 Tetris lead, leaving him leaving Hydrant Dude just to score 2 Tetris. However, Hydrant Dude is in fact Tetris ready and scores a Tetris, putting him down to roughly half a Tetris apart. Tristop in a little bit of a difficult situation here. Looks like they're going to try and go for a row 2 Tetris. They do get the row 2 Tetris and extend their lead. And then, oh my gosh, my throat's actually getting really dry right now. Both players are roughly 10 lines away from transition. Looks like Tristop is going to transition first. Deciding to finally clean up their build. And looks like they are going to be good. However, it looks like Hydrant Dude does get a Tetris, and now they're going to probably take this opportunity to try and clean up their board that they had. Opting to do a little bit of burning, one more line burn, and they transition to level 19 at 370,000, just 10,000 points behind Hydrant Dude. Hydrant Dude has one more line he's going to transition. He's going to transition with a Tetris, putting him at 411,000 points. And he is in fact Tetris ready again, just waiting on the long bar. Gets another long bar, extends his lead to 435,000 points. However, Hydrant Dude is trying to get Tetris ready. Does get Tetris ready, just waiting on the long bar right now. Gets the long bar and goes to 402,000. However, Hydrant Dude is almost Tetris ready. Has opts to burn down. But Tristop is Tetris ready, just looking for that long bar. Opts not to go for a tuck, and now he has a hole in his stack. It's going to be very difficult to see if he's going to be able to manage it. Now we're looking for a line bar. Gets the line bar. Having to do a little bit of digging right over here. But however, Hydrant Dude is taking this opportunity and is now closed the gap by being only 1 Tetris behind. And he has a clean build. Looks like Tristop is actually going to be able to dig out of the situation very cleanly if he continues to get good pieces. However, he got an unfavorable piece right there. And it looks like he is just still burning down. It's at 460,000. Hydrant Dude also having misdrops over here. So this is going to be a very close game. If one... Oh, looks like Hydrant Dude was built... Or not Hydrant Dude. Tristop was built up for a dirty Tetris. Got extending his lead to 497,000. Meaning that Hydrant Dude is going to have to start scoring some Tetrises if he has any hopes of winning this game. Opts to burn down for a triple. And is in fact Tetris ready. Gets a Tetris, putting him at 480,000. But leaving him only 1 Tetris behind Hydrant Dude. However, Hydrant Dude, or not Hydrant Dude, behind Tristop. However, Tristop does have a little bit of a difficult situation and is now line bar dependent in one area. Opts not to choose line bar and places a L piece, I believe, right there, and is now almost dug out. However, Hydrant Dude just took the lead with a Tetris, putting him at 520,000 and is Tetris ready again, just waiting on the long bar. Opts to burn and stay safe and gets a long bar, putting him further in the lead at 556,000 points. Is in fact Tetris ready, just waiting on that long bar. Very nice clean build. Scores another Tetris, putting him further in the lead at 588,000. Hydrant Dude is going to have to, or not Hydrant Dude. Tristop is going to have to turn on the aggression if he hopes to win. They're only 3 levels away from kill screen. And Hydrant Dude, or not Hydrant Dude, my gosh. Tristop is still doing a lot of burning, but it looks like he might finally be able to dig down. However, Hydrant Dude, this time, is at 600,000 and is getting into a little bit of an S burst. It is at level 26 and has a little bit of a difficult build, nothing too much. And now he's become piece dependent. However, he gets the pieces that he needs and is able to start trying to build for a Tetris again. Now he's at level 27 and is now waiting on the right pieces to start getting a Tetris for. He is in fact Tetris ready. He scores a Tetris, putting him at 653,000 and is now at level 28. He has a possibility for 3 Tetrises if he doesn't burn. Scores 1 Tetris, putting him at 688,000. And is Tetris ready once again. Waiting on that long bar. Long bar does come, putting him at 722,000. And it looks like Tristop is not going to be able to win this. He only has... And there's kill screen for Hydrant Dude. And that's game. What an absolutely outstanding game 3. Oh my gosh. What a game 3. Holy crap. GG, Hydrant Dude. That I call that a double kill screen. I'm calling that a double kill screen. That was absolutely insane. So let me go ahead and give Hydrant Dude his second heart.